What's up, guys? It's me. I hate the fact that y'all know how uncomfortable it makes me when y'all ask me personal questions about my sex life. 24. And today I'm here to do a topic that's suggested from a viewer, because last week I put up a post that said, hey guys, whatever you suggest, whatever gets the most likes, I'll do a video about that. Let's take a look at what got the most amount of likes. No. Next question. I can talk about that. I'm going to be talking about what it takes to be somewhat competitive and still have a sense of creativity in your deck. And we're going to talk about all the different things that go into my mindset when I try to do that, because that's something that I really pride myself on. I think it's somewhat still important in today's game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, if you're excited to see that, like the video right now. Also, comment down below future suggestions of other topics you want to see me talk about. And comment down below your thoughts on this video after I say what I think. Guys, let's get into the video. The first thing that I would recommend to somebody who wants to be competitive with a creative deck, the first thing I want to say is you have to be okay with losing. Sometimes when you want to be competitive, you get all wrapped up. Sometimes you go up against a deck, it completely shuts you down, and you can't do nothing against it. You get frustrated. It happens 5 times in a row. Somebody's got a fucking veil, it knocks off your play. You couldn't even make the move you really wanted to make. It is so easy to get flustered, frustrated, and just like, you know what? Sit a deck down. And sometimes people they sit a deck down, or sometimes people just completely scrap the deck because it does nothing for them. And that's something that I used to struggle with. Sometimes when you leave the game for so long, like I know so many of the guys who watch this channel, they're people who haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In so long and they want to get back into it. They come back in with a deck that they like, but it's not something that's necessarily deemed competitive, so they get washed, and then it makes them hate the game and hate what the new stuff is. You grow a hatred, you don't want to play anymore, you throw away your old deck and you look at what's popping, and sometimes you go and fall for that. I think you just have to be okay with losing. You can't let losing be the reason you throw away a deck completely. Now, that being said, moving on, I think the second tip that I would give with wanting to be competitive is like learning from your mistakes and adjusting appropriately. And when I say that, it's not just so much about worrying what your opponent is playing that's stopping you, but also think about what type of plays are you making. So like, let's say whatever deck you want to use that's somewhat, that's more on the, you're playing it to be not competitive, you're just playing creatively, you're just playing for fun, and you're playing the deck and it's not like the best of decks. Let's say it's something that does like a very niche thing. You need to pay attention to what it is you're trying to do, because I feel like if your deck is a one-trick pony, it's very easy to overcome it. So that way you have to realize, oh damn, my deck can do something and it's not that great at doing this one thing. So let's say you're trying to special summon, trying to swarm the field, and you need that normal summon to pop off, and there's only 1 out of 3 cards in your deck that can normal summon, so that's a 3 out of 40 cards. You don't get that much chance to draw it. If you have searcher cards for it, now that's 6 out of 40. Like, you want to make sure that what you're trying to do is something that can be done easy. If your main play is that normal summon, you want to make sure there's super quick ways to get to that normal summon, and that normal summon is protected if your main plays off that normal summon. Because nowadays most decks have plays that start from the hand, start with their spell card, it starts from a card milling to the graveyard. Like, you can do so much before that first turn normal summon. So if that normal summon is where everything gets going, you want to make sure that you side deck. That goes into my next step. Like, once you figure out what it is that you're really trying to do with your deck, or what type of play style it is that you like playing the most, once you realize what that is, now you have something. So the next thing I think you should do is be open to everything else going on in the game. Because my thing is that, I always say this, you have Dueling Book, you have Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. There's so many programs out there that like give you the full library of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. And for me, something like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro is so vital, because you can literally search effects. So if you just type in a certain type of effect or whatever it is you're trying to do, you put that in the search bar, it'll open up every card in the game that does that, and you can get so specific in what type of effects it is you're trying to do, and that'll help you find other cards that you may have overlooked or you may not have even known about that you can throw into your deck. I think that's super important. Another thing I think is more important, moving on because my camera's running out of time, I think one of the most important things to do is watch other deck profiles, watch these card combo tutorials. It really, and then implement it. Like, watch it, understand what the meta is doing, understand what the game is doing, understand why people are making certain card choices in certain matchups and how these cards go up against other decks. When you watch it and you watch how and you understand how other people play, it makes you think of like, oh damn, I wasn't even thinking like that. That if I just, waited a turn or move a card to a different zone, it opens up so many other plays. And that is something that I think is super vital. If you pay attention to what's going on in the market, it helps you become better within yourself. That's just something you can do in life. Whatever it is you're trying to do, understand the market that you're in, and it'll help you become a better version of yourself. And I would say it comes back to being okay with losing again. And I think you want to make sure the reason that you made the deck is still within the deck. That's my number one rule. Like, for me personally, right now, I'm working on my Master deck. That is a deck that I want to bring back. I want to make sure I have my Kelsey Guardian. I want to make sure I have my Manga. And all my personal favorite cards, I want to put them in the deck to make them poppin'. So that is something that I will continue to work on. Hopefully, I will get to show you guys whatever that end up product is. But I've tried out a lot of bullshit, and I just have to remember to keep it going. So that's all the advice I have for you this week. So if you have any other suggestions or anything that I forgot, make sure you comment it down below. Also, don't forget to comment any other topics you would like to see me talk about in future videos. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, click that bell for notifications if you're old. Guys, there's so many other things that are happening behind the scenes that I'm excited to show you guys about. And there's also other stuff that I want to talk about next week for stuff Konami's doing that might mess up those Saturday videos, because we say things and then Konami changes it and it pisses me off, because then I'm like, oh, now the video's gonna come out and it's gonna make us look stupid. But whatever, man, I'll see y'all next week because my camera's running out of battery time. So, well, memory, it's over. See you guys next week.